That's when I was conceived. Actually, 2 months later, in a way that even doctors say, the body of a lady
2 months
may be,
later.
yeah,
Wow.
may not even be ready.
Yeah. Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Kezia. You can call me Kezia Sonia, lakini wengi wananijua kaa Kez. Na ukiandika ni double Z. Yeah, just saying. So welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, please subscribe. And if you're a returning subscriber, karibu tena sana. Kama kawaida peana chai hapo chini. And we have an awesome guest today. Hey, watu. Kuna watu wamesema we have not brought guys. Oh, KK. Leo we have a guy on set. Yes, a chilled guy, a cool guy, a young guy. So without further ado, I'll let him introduce himself because young people love introducing themselves. Wanajua pekee nini wanafanyanga.
I know.
Toa hiyo sauti, ongea, introduce.
Thank you, Kez. My name is Chege and aka Chosen. And so I'm a young minister. I am the founder of Talanta Festival.
Yeah.
And I just love events, basically, and I love mentorship.
Yes,
so
yes,
I think the two main things that I mean so much, events and mentorship.
Wow.
Yeah.
Like you're very young. So when you say mentorship, you know people ukianza mentorship, watu wanaangalianga mtu mzee, mtu nini. So what do you mean by mentorship?
Mentorship, I think, because to me, I consider mentorship, a mentor is someone who's you stepping into their steps. So like what they've gone through, you go through it. And because personally I've had the opportunity to work with different mentors, I feel like what I've learned, I need some other young people to follow through with the journey that I've come in. So that's why I consider myself a mentor. Not that I feel like I'm maybe older or that I know more, but I feel some of the victories and failures that I've had, I can share it with someone and it can be a guide to their life.
Wow, ulikaa chini ukafikiria hivyo because I'm thinking, you know, many people, hebu ambia watu, are you comfortable you telling us your age?
I've no problem. Inasemekanaga ladies ndio.
Oh, okay. There's some men who have that issue, but you can tell them your age and then now I can ask the question that I want to ask.
I'm actually 24 years.
Okay, so now you're 24. Martin, many people who are your age, like many guys, are not thinking about mentorship. So what made you like? Unajua, yes, we've said that you've learned so many things and all that, but there's that thing that made you see that. Ulikuwa peke yako by the time to think of it, ama uliambiwa na mzazi?
Let me tell you, I knew my path and my vision in 2013. By then I was 17 years.
2013. 17
years. That's when I knew what I want to do, where I want to go, what I want to achieve. Meanwhile, whatever else I've been doing, imekuwa ya kufitina hapo.
Wow.
And because I feel we have reached a point in life where life has become so fast-paced.
Yeah.
And we are at a point where, unajua venye watu walikuwa wanasema, nangoja nizeeke niokoke.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
We are past that. We're in a level where you can be young, but you can be able to impact lives, to achieve a lot, such that you're not waiting to reach 30, to reach 40, to start working on your dreams, to start pursuing your dreams. You will see young people who are radio personalities, TV personalities.
Especially in this era, yeah.
Absolutely, comedians. I can tell you, I know a real estate CEO at the age of 25. So it means by next year I should be owning also buildings.
Wow.
So I know a young guy, a 25-year-old, owns a real estate business, sells land, upgrades, buildings, does construction, and he's a young guy. So the same thing as you're saying, maybe for my case, I started early on, and what happened is, ikitu sikujiletea.
Where's jijiforce?
It's inbuilt. And then it's a godly thing again. You
know, things can be inbuilt and godly, but connecting to that inbuilt thing, I don't know whether you understand me. Connect na unajua saa zingine. Let's just be true. Mimi, when I was at that age, I wanted to be cool. I don't want to look like a mentor. Nikikaa chini na watu wa age wangu, nisikie kuna conversations in a flow, you know. See, I don't want them to have a different conversation because I'm there. So basically, where your purpose is, or what your calling is on that road. Kwanza ulisomea theology.
Absolutely.
Martin. Ulikaa chini ukadecide aje kusomea theology.
Let me take you back a bit. And this is what happened. My mom struggled by the time she got me. And she actually was sickly before she got me. And she actually had miscarried.
Wow.
And after miscarriaging, that's when I was conceived. Actually, 2 months later, in a way that even doctors say, the body of a lady
2 months
may be,
later.
may not even be ready. And sorry for being so graphic. But I think it is important that I mention it so that I show you it's a journey. It's not one day. Because what happened now after I was conceived, she was still sickly even when she was carrying me. And during, you know, when she was carrying me until now when I was born, she was sickly and all that. Even at some point she thought she may even lose me too.
Wow, that's tough.
Yes. And so what happened is after she got me, she made a prayer to God. And she told God, this child, I've suffered so much getting him. I pray that God, you may use him if it is in your will. And so growing up, I was a child of favor per se.
And I'm lucky to know that side there.
I think you are one of my directors back then. You're one of the people who nurtured my talent. And you know, I could get just grace in terms of acting, in terms of school,
you are a very good actor.
You know,
very good actor.
And so something that maybe it's by, you know, something that you're like, you know, you're better than any other person. No, it's just you're being graced for it and you're managing to do it. So this is what used to happen. So my mom knew the prayer, me, I didn't know.
All this time.
Yeah, all this time. So maybe to do this happen. At class 4, I used to carry a Bible everywhere.
Yeah.
I used to carry it in school. I remember one time a girl fainted. Kitwa pasi aitwe.
Class 4.
So, nilimwombea akapona, and from then she has never fainted again.
Wow.
Mimi mchezo yangu
class 4.
Watu wakifanya kalongolongo, I used to call crusades. Watu wanapiga magoti na waombea.
That's I didn't know.
At class 6, I remember there was a team called peer educators, came to school, trained us with life skills. And we would be peer educators. Do you know, I would call my classmates, now I'm before tunapatana field. When a flock, this young boy, we used to wear shorts, you know, Ruthimi to primary. To short shorts, then socks zilikuwa na varefu, so inapita hadi magoti. So you just look funny. But you know, these kids used to sit down and listen to me. So you want, it just, you know, and they give you time, they tell you, they share their problems, and they're like...
And you're in class 6?
You're in class 6 by then.
Did you even know how to handle them in the first place?
But remember, all this time still, I don't know where all this is going or where it is coming from. And so ideally, I remember now in class 7, because it's always a battle. There's always a battle against the blessing, against destiny, against anointing. And so basically, what happened is, at class 7 is when I asked myself the big question.
Before you tell us the big question, Martin, I think we'll go for a break, and then you can come back telling us now the big question, like what is the big question? Utaniambia hapa chini ya maji kando. But let's go for a break and then we come back. Guys, we'll be right back. So welcome back, guys. I'm waiting. I'm waiting for this big question. So I think, Martin, ebu angalia watu kwa camera, uambie big question ilikuwa nini? Because I'm thinking, what big question can a class 7 guy ask himself? Anyway.
So already you've noticed now the journey I've come, the things I'm doing. So when it got to class 7, is when seated in class, I asked myself the big question. I think this was one of the defining moments. I've had several. But
like in life, like in your life,
yeah.
at class 7, you had a defining
like
moment.
up to where I am.
Oh, okay.
Up to where I am. But now that was one of the defining moments
At
that I
class
can remember.
7.
At class 7, where now I ask myself that I see people dancing, they are great at it. People are good DJs.
Yeah.
People are good artists. They draw nicely. People are good poets.
You were able to observe all this at class 7.
Yeah, I did. Okay. Nikujichocha yenyewe.
Me, that's why I joke with DJs at class 7. Let's just be honest. Anyway.
So the big question was, what do I carry? What do I carry?
Hata see what can you do? What do you carry?
What do I carry? People are carrying all this stuff. People have all these talents. What do I have? What do I carry? That was the big question.
Wow.
And Kez, that was my journey to discovery. And discovery brings recovery.
Eish.
You know,
Rudia. Discovery. Ini hashtag.
You know, brings recovery.
Wow.
You know, when you start the journey of discovery, you start making way towards finding your way out.
Yeah, true.
And, you know, light shines in darkness.
Very true.
So you will never see the light until you are in darkness. So when the light comes, that was the beam of light that now came. Because I was like, the darkness of confusion, of identity crisis, this was the beam of light. A Buddha, a Buchangamka, you know, a Jijue, Jitambue. And so, in fact,
and I must say, guys, at class 7, I think that was very young, but wow.
And Kes, that time is the time now we got to work together with you, together with Rachel, your sister.
Rachel is my sister.
Yeah, and Rachel, I can say, without batting an eyelid, is the person without batting an eyelid.
Excuse me, okay.
Rachel is the person who identified my gift.
Yeah, I remember.
She's the person who identified my gift. She's the one who called me out. Because she was tough and fierce.
Very.
As tough can be.
Yeah.
And so, you know, because I remember when we did the auditions, alikuwa naambia mtu, you know, just repeat a line. And so me when I
auditions for what? Tell people. Because me, I know, but they don't know. A drama
audition in a church. And so as guys were auditioning, it got to my turn. So guys were being told, enda hii pande. Me, I was told, wewe enda ile pande. I was like, kwani I've messed up.
You know, yeah.
Kwani nimekosea. And that's how I ended up getting a main role.
Yeah.
Because apparently she saw something. And that's when now I bagged the first thing, acting.
Yes.
Remember the question was, what do I carry?
Yeah.
Acting has entered there.
Wow. After the question.
After the question now. Because now already I've started to search. Kujitafuta. You know, when you're not interested in something, you can't find it.
Very true.
What you look for, you find. Now I was looking for what I carry.
Yeah.
Now I've gotten the first. Acting has come.
Yeah.
Now the second came.
And I must say he's a very good actor. He bagged so many awards from it.
Asante Kez. But of course, through a lot of effort that you guys did.
Yeah.
Tulikuwa na mchezo mingi atungemake kama si nyinyi, you know.
Yeah.
But it was great mentorship. And we thank God for you guys, and you know, it was amazing. And so my second, platform came in Form 1. And in Form 1, this is what happened. We used to have dorm meetings.
Yeah.
So weekly, it was on a Tuesday.
And morning, just to clarify, sorry, Martin, just to clarify, this dramas ya church, haikuwa a joke. Ilikuwa kama ile high school drama festival. You know, you might say church because Baby Jesus, it was like you would act, you'd go to national festival and find people acting drama a bomb blast. Like it was that serious. So when I say he's a good actor, he actually is, and he can do so many roles.
Yeah. So absolutely, it was no joke. And I think that's what, gave me a sense of professionalism. Because, and that's one of the challenges, I think I'll point it out as early as this. Talent will never help you or will never work for you until you add some aspects to it.
Yes.
Until you add discipline, professionalism, mentorship.
It's a lot of work.
Raw talent will never, take you anywhere.
Yeah,
you understand? So I think that was one of the areas that started to shape me. and to show me, you will not just act anyhow.
True.
There's a way you do it, things like, prompts, scripts. As we knew, ni skit.
Zile za kawaida.
Yenye itatoka kwa akili. But it used to be scripts. You have to get your lines. There's a way you walk in stage. All those things, professionalism, and stage management and all those things. And so now I was talking about Form 1.
Yeah.
And Form 1, the dorm meetings, what happened is, before the dorm meeting, we used to sing a chorus, then pray, then the teacher will take over and continue.
Shule yenyu. Okay.
Wanaume umeona kwa hiyo story.
Okay.
So apparently this particular day, I was in Form 1, the person who was supposed to do the chorus was not there. And so unajua ile tu wanaume kwa Martin.
Unajua.
Wenda. I'm like, wacheni hizo. But the teacher had spotted me, so he was like, Martin, sing.
You can actually do it.
I was like, okay, kabaya. Kumeharibika, let me go for this. I remember the song I sang was, Nampenda, Bwana Yesu, nampenda, amen. Vijana waokoka,
amen.
Kwa jina lake,
amen.
Ewe Yesu,
amen.
Asifiwe. Now, we, of course, we sang the chorus, finished. Someone prayed, done. After the meeting, the neighboring dorm guys were coming to ask, you guys, who was that singing? Do you know tulisimamisha meeting tusikize? I'm like, hold up.
And like, okay, are you talking about
Unasikiza nani? Is it that serious? And that's when I knew, singing is somewhere inside me. So the second thing came on. And from there, of course, now with acting and with singing, now leadership automatically came through.
Yeah.
And now, of course, you're now confident. So now I became a leader. I became the class prefect from Form 1 to Form 3. And then ended up becoming the tuition area prefect in Form 4.
Hii ni shule gani Martin? Tuition area.
Nitakwambia jina ushtuke.
Okay.
Ilikuwa inaitwa Kiagodho Boys in Moranga.
Kiagodho Boys ilikuwa tuition area prefect.
Tuition area prefect.
Okay. Respect.
So leadership came in. So already we have 3. We have acting was the first. Then
singing.
we go to music. Then we go to leadership.
Yeah.
And now the other one that came through, there's something that they were calling the Great Debaters Contest. So the Great Debaters...
I remember that.
Yeah.
It was coming to TV.
Yeah, started at... I don't know if they paid for sponsorship. Yeah, one of the media brands in Kenya. So the Great Debaters Contest. And so they recruited different people. And in Moranga County, we went for the different levels. And we were a team of 3. We represented Moranga County in the nationals at Strathmore University. And so that was also another platform that, has helped to expose me. Now, all this time, my mom in the background will tell me, that's vernacular
French,
to say.
French guys.
That's French to say, you're a man of God.
And you would keep wondering, like...
Yeah. So me, I always used to tell her, me, I'll be preaching in the weekends, but me, I'll be a lawyer.
Martin, you wanted to be a lawyer?
Very seriously, because I knew it was my thing. Now with debate, with leadership.
Like you were saying, law,
you're doing this.
And then it was a cool nini back then.
Yeah. Lawyer. Lawyer
Unasema yani lawyer, kila mtu anatulia. I see that.
So that was in my mind. And she will just smile it off. She wouldn't talk much. Remember all this time, she's not told me the prayers.
Yeah.
But anaona tu kijana anakuja.
Kijana anafanya the right thing.
He's coming. Now, Form 3 came. And Form 3 second term, we have a prize giving day in school. 2 weeks before it happened, the teacher who was organizing was called Mr. Mbatia. Mr. Mbatia looked for me and he was like, Chege, I need you to help me with something. We have the prize giving day coming. I want you to do a presentation because you're being given the award as the talent gift of the year. And he told me, I want you to make sure you do a presentation. Now, Kez, this presentation carries a lot.
Hey,
it means
let
everything.
us go up for a break, Martin. Easy vitu, una stop yani, uko na hizi defining moments. But let us go for a break and then you can come back now telling us now how the presentation, what was the presentation and how the presentation made like a lifeline change, maybe, I would say. Guys, let's go for a break. Welcome back. Hii story ni deep wase. Hey, I need to know the presentation. Sijui, guys, you know, you normally see guys presenting in nini, and you can't think that a presentation would be like a life-changing thing or a turning point. But I actually want to know what this presentation did to Martin. What did it do to you? Ama, what presentation was it? Please tuambie. Najua hata wanataka kujua.
Yeah, so this prize giving day, when I'm in Form 3, the teachers now requested me to prepare. And so what I was supposed to do was a poem and a song. And that's what I did. I prepared for that. And the chief guest that day was Senator Murang'a County, by then Kembe Getora was the chief guest who had come. Now, apparently, for some reason, my parents, actually my dad, decided to come with a video guy to capture the moment of the day. It had never happened before.
Yeah.
Actually, my mom was complaining. Now,
video.
But my dad insisted.
But your dad loves talent.
Yeah.
And he loves seeing everyone prospering. He's very supportive. So I understand
supported
that.
me from way back. He
Yeah.
supported me from way back. And my mom also my supporter.
Yes.
But now, of course, on that level,
I call like,
what's this about?
Yeah.
Why are you carrying him to a video? And then
it's for us to consume.
Kim interviewed me in the morning, what we were expecting for the day. So the program started, my time came, and I was called in. So, Martin Chege, Karibu. And I'm there. And so I did the poem. The poem was called "We Are the Leaders of Tomorrow." And went something like, "We're born to lead and not to follow." You know, there were those lines,
Trust Martin, huh?
Zilikuwa tu hapo bana. And so, did the poem. Now went ahead again to do a song. And the song was in vernacular, and it's quite a popular song. By then it had just come out. And they call it Mondreri. You've just imagined? I think...
you love that song.
I love it, you know. And so I just went ahead, sang it, you know. So they're just singing. My mom was crying as I was doing the presentation. For the first time.
You could see her. You could see her tearing up.
She was in the audience. My sisters were the one who were telling me later. I have a big sister and a small sister.
Yeah.
She's never been emotional. She's one of those strong women, iron ladies. Actually, she's one of those who never show you emotions. I remember anytime I used to get awards, my report forms, I'm waiting to get home. I'm like, Mom, see.
I couldn't react.
She's like, niweke hapo. I couldn't say that. My son,
good job.
Yeah. You know, I'm proud of you. She never used to do those. She never had emotions, you know, or you know, she never used to show it. She will love you, atakuonyesha maybe na vitendo, but she won't go emotionally.
Yeah.
And so the first time she was emotional.
Wow.
For this presentation. So when my sister told me that, actually Monica, my bigger sister, the one who told me specifically, you know, Mom
Monica,
was crying.
hi.
Yeah. So Monica alikuwa like, hey, Mom was crying as we were doing the presentation. So I was asking Mom, you know, mbona uko unalia? And my mom was like, I was happy to see you operating your gift. I was like, wow.
Like, wow.
Okay, actually the conversation ended there. Tukaendelea kukula, you know that now.
You didn't just like happy operating in your gift.
Yeah, it was deep.
Yeah, very deep.
And that's what I'm telling you, we didn't talk anymore. Because it was like, okay, all right. And so the conversation ended there. Now, this Form 3, second term, we closed in August as it was beginning. This August, on the August 12th, is the date when we lost our mom to a heart attack.
Very sad.
You can imagine your mom has never been emotional. Just the year she's been emotional, actually 2 months before, because this was June. So July, August, 2 months before, she's been emotional. Then she goes. So I took it like it was a way of her telling me that was the blessing that I have left for you.
Wow.
I've not left you money. I've not left you what you may call, riches or whatever, physical stuff.
And when I came from the matanga, and I was like, you are very strong. And then you told me, Kez, mama aliniambia hivi. And I was like, wow. Like you knew, like I could see that is a very defining moment for you. And I was like, wow, that is giving you a lot of strength. Yeah.
Absolutely. By the way, I was at peace.
I remember.
Like, at least I've made her happy. I've also not given her back all I could have wanted. I could have wanted to buy a big house.
Of course.
I always used to tell her, I will buy you a Benz, give you keys, tell you, Mom, thank you for the good job.
Wow.
But I feel just that satisfaction she got that day, I felt at peace.
Yeah, true.
And the years down the line, because talking of 2013 to date, 7 years down the line, I think I've been at peace because of that. When you're in good terms with someone, hausikii uko na deni yake. Those ones of, nilitesa mom, nilisumbua mom.
Yeah, I could have done better.
Yeah, because your parents carry a blessing, All right, and so that was that. Now, remember I told you Form 3 is when I knew what I want to do.
Yes.
So that term, seated in class, God gave me a vision.
Wow.
I saw a multitude of young people. I saw artists who I won't mention, but people know them in this country, the top gospel artists, the top 10. I saw them in the vision by name and wrote them down. And I even wondered to myself, this is such a grand vision. Where will I start? And the idea was, you will bring up talents.
Wow.
And me, I'm there, I'm wondering, what's this?
Okay.
And I was like, all right. I remember I told you, as we were sharing, that my area of purpose my area of calling is purpose.
Yeah.
That's my area of calling. And so that's when I started feeling prompted that I will speak and I will be an instrument and a figure of hope and direction to young people.
Wow.
Fast forward, that vision came to something called Talanta Festival.
Yeah.
And Talanta Festival, the first edition and the second edition we did at Dagoretti High School. And the first ever edition, close to 1,000 young people
came.
Were right there.
DJ
Mo was one of our chief guests. We had the likes of Pastor Rafian.
Yes.
And so many other different guests who came through. And we crowned Mr. and Mrs. Talanta.
Yeah.
For the first edition.
It was super big.
Can I shock you? The way you're shocked, I was shocked. I go behind stage, look, because the stage was all lit up. Look at the young people, look at the joy they have. You have the hype set of dancers, right, at the stage, and the DJs. And then we had speakers speak and all that, and the competition you're modeling. I'm looking at it, I'm like, you are God.
And you were very young.
So young.
My shock was, wow, how can a young man do this? Because, I was seeing you, nimekutoa Sunday school. Tumetembea na wewe kutoka Sunday school. You join worship team, I'm your leader. And then I'm like, wow, Martin. Wow. I think it was after completing high school.
2 years after.
2 years after.
Yeah.
And I was like, you were 20? I'm
I was
19.
20, actually 20.
I was like,
Yeah.
umse ameleta watu 1000 ameleta DJ Mo kwa event akiwa 20.
I got 20, you know.
Yeah, and it was so big, it was so awesome. I enjoyed
The same way it was a shock to other people, it was a
Mm.
shock to me. And Kez, man, the satisfaction of following your passion and your drive, it was the most fulfilling thing. We did the first, second, and third edition. And of course now with Corona, people meeting has become a challenge. So we're working on now going online. That's the next step that we want to do, calling it Talanta Live. And that's what we're working on. Because Kez, so many young people are talented.
Yeah.
And they don't know how to navigate through. They don't know where to start. And the biggest challenge again, you know, our parents struggled coming up. And they vowed, my child will never struggle the way I've struggled.
Wow.
They forget the struggles they've gone through give them the wings to fly, you know? And so what's happening is you are under the shadow of your parents, but there's nothing you can do for your own.
Yeah.
You have no idea you can push for your own. You have no muscle of your own. And therefore, the biggest challenge that young people are having, maybe they can be given their dad's car.
Yeah.
They will be given an office at their dad's office, their mom's office, their family office, uncle, auntie. But you will find they will never match up because they don't know how to pay the price. But it is not their fault. It's because you'll find your dad anakuja anakuambia amenunua shamba Kitengela anasema, hii ni mimi ni nyinyi nimenunulia hii yenyu. Now you're telling someone in Form 2 they have 5 acres of land.
That will make them not even like me nimewekewa shamba.
You know, you do a flat, an apartment. You're like, Mimi, I've brought this for you. This is for you. Yeah, I rub you my shoulder. They're like, oh, I own this. Niko sawa.
I'm looking at my time, Martin, and I'm thinking, your story is so huge. Okay, knowing your story.
We've not gotten to the book writing.
Martin has written a book, guys. He wrote a book he published a book at 22.
Yeah.
At 22, a whole book, a very interesting book.
Absolutely.
Wow.
We talked about how I ended up doing theology.
Yes.
And how that journey has been.
I think these people need to know because I feel his calling is purpose. Absolutely. And that is what we are going to talk about. So I feel like Martin, you should come back. Unafaa kukuja. Do you want to be back anyway?
Anytime you'll be on a case, you know.
I feel like you should come back because I feel even Healthgate scenario, like how it impacted your life because I know different things. Yeah. And I feel like you should come back and actually definitely.
That's also another deep area that we also need to, because
Martin ulikuwa unabebwa na maji. People were crying for their lives. Umebebwa na maji, but you're singing worship songs.
I did.
Ukiwa umebebwa na maji, knowing you can die, you're singing a worship song. Martin, that is sema hapo nimekata, but that is very deep. Knowing that, you know, guys, when you're in your last moment and unaona unaenda kupass, unaona hapa by the hapa tu ni God.
When you are Mungu na dunia, you're both sides.
Most people won't be singing worship songs. So I feel Martin should be back. And Martin, I think you should give us your final remarks for today. Absolutely. And then you'll come back and continue with your story and purpose.
Great. Because I must say I'm honored to be here. It's a joy. You're doing a great job. And I honor your work. And I just say, I wish you all the best as you're going along. It will be an honor to come back.
Wow.
What I want to tell anybody young out there is that number one is to encourage you. As long as you're breathing, there's hope for you.
Wow.
The person who their hope is done in this life that you're living is someone who's gone to the other world.
Yeah.
If we've lost you in this world and you've died and you've passed away, okay, for you we agree.
Yeah.
Now we have no hope. But as long as you're breathing, you still have a tomorrow. And you never know what tomorrow will bring. My bad. You never know what tomorrow will bring, you know. Eating, you know, Kikuyu wanasema kurea urugo tigegiri orewega. That is to say,
French
French too, to say ukikula vibaya haimaanishi utakula vizuri.
Yeah, true.
You know, a bad day doesn't mean you'll never have a good day.
Very true.
And so I want to encourage someone out there. the biggest enemy is yourself. And the biggest asset is yourself again.
Wow.
So let me put it the Bible way. He who is in us is greater than he who is in the world. If you put it in yourself that you're going to fight and you're going to come out a victor and you're going to overcome, that energy will translate into your life and you will manage, to overcome all the barriers that come your way. So make a move, start somewhere, and it will lead to somewhere nice and to a place of fulfillment.
So guys, that is very, very deep. Yani, I can't even add other words. But acha turudi huku kwingine. Martin, umesema you have something called Talanta.
Yes, Talanta Festival, Talanta Live the show.
Sisi tuko Talanta Institute. This is the place that we are shooting. And Talanta Institute basically is a school that trains in talents. And basically, if you have a calling in music and all that, Martin has said you need to do sharpening. It doesn't go alone, raw talent. So you need to come to Talanta and you will find them training so many courses, animation, music, photography, film, everything that you think of as talent. They train that and they sharpen your skills. So they have online classes that are ongoing and September intake is still ongoing. So I'll leave details in the description box of the website, Facebook and Instagram page. You can reach them and see what they're doing. And from there you will get direction of what you can do. So join Talanta, follow them, follow their socials, know what they're up to. Basically, Talanta Institute has made this happen.
Wow,
Talanta Institute imefanya nipatane na mtu wa Talanta.
I'm telling you.
So basically that is it from us. If you're new here, subscribe, tell other people to subscribe, share this video, guys. Till next time, subscribe, bye, I love you. Tulisema tunafanya mwa turus.
Talanta Institute is inviting you to register for our enhanced online learning experience in the September intake for short courses, certificate and diploma courses in TV and film production, music production, 3D animation, DJing, and digital marketing. For more details, you can call us on 0734 777778 or 0710 813131 or visit our website on www.talanta.global. Talanta Institute, unveiling champions.